Hello. All of you are requested to kindly switch off your phone or keep it on silent mode, please. Johar, Namaste to everyone present out here. It is with immense pleasure and pride that I extend a warm welcome to each one of you on this auspicious occasion of 77th CSIR-CIMFR Foundation Day. Today marks not just the passing of another year, but the celebration of a journey filled with innovation, dedication, and excellence. As we gather here, we are reminded of the incredible strides that CSIR-CIMFR has made in the field of mining and fuel research. Over the years, our institution has been at the forefront of pioneering research and technological advancements that have not only shaped the industry but have also contributed significantly to nation's growth. I am honored to have you all in this year's program. सबसे पहले मैं निदेशक महोदय से अनुरोध करूंगी कि वह हमारे आज के अतिथि गण को लेकर मंच पर आएं और अपना स्थान ग्रहण करें। सर प्लीज। हमें इस बात की बेहद खुशी है कि आज के शुभ अवसर पर आदरणीय श्री जनार्दन प्रसाद, डायरेक्टर जनरल जियोलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया हमारे मुख्य अतिथि हैं एवं माननीय श्री समिरन दत्ता, चेयरमैन कम मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर बीसीसीएल, विशिष्ट अतिथि के रूप में हमारे बीच उपस्थित हैं। जैसा कि हमारी परंपरा है कि किसी कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत दीप प्रज्वलन से की जाती है, इसीलिए मैं महानुभावों से दीप प्रज्वलित करने का अनुरोध करूंगी।
ॐ अस्तो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
With lighting of the lamp, we invoke the divine blessings for a successful and enlightened event. Diya or Deep symbolizes the dispelling of the darkness and the triumph of light over ignorance. It signifies the pursuit of knowledge, wisdom, and the eradication of spiritual darkness. This would foster positivity and auspiciousness. जैसा कि हम सभी जानते हैं कि फूल दोस्तों की तरह होते हैं, वे हमारी दुनिया में रंग लाते हैं। अतः मैं अपने प्रिय निदेशक महोदय से अपने मेहमानों को का गुलदस्ता एवं किताब भेंट करने का अनुरोध करूंगी। धन्यवाद सर। मैं अब फर्स्ट लेडी सिम्फर मिसेस मीरा मिश्रा मैडम से अनुरोध करूंगी कि वह आज के मुख्य अतिथि की धर्मपत्नी मिसेस गीता प्रसाद का स्वागत फूलों के गुलदस्ते के साथ करें। धन्यवाद मैडम। To kick off today's event, I would like to invite the director to give his welcome address on this momentous day. Sir, please.
Thank you, Dr. Anjali. Thank you very much. A pleasant good morning to everyone and a warm welcome. आप सभी को मेरा सप्रेम नमस्कार. Today's honorable guests, the most respected Director General, Mr. Janardhan Prasad ji, Director General GSI, the stalwart of geological activities, geological inventory, the mineral inventory, coal inventory of the country, and Sri Samiran Dattaji, Chairman cum Managing Director, BCCL, the only coking coal producing company in the country, driving in the steel industry. And my colleagues, Dr. P.K. Banerjee, Dr. J.K. Pandey, other distinguished guests, Professor Dheeraj Kumar, Acting Director, IIT ISM Dhanbad, Dr. Former Director, Honorable Dr. T.N. Singh ji, Madam, DG Madam, other distinguished colleagues, former scientists, staff, people from press and media, and honorable guests who are connected online with us. A very warm good morning to everyone. It is my privilege and honor to stand here and extend a warm welcome on behalf of the Institute and on my personal behalf on the auspicious occasion of Foundation Day, 77th Foundation Day of CSIR-CIMFR. We are privileged today that we have two of the stalwarts of the mining industry with us to bless us, to guide us, and to shower their support and help in further moving ahead in the journey of the institution. We have so far completed 77 glorious years in the service of the country, in the service of the nation, in the service of the society. This is the day, occasion, when we need to look back on the memory lane, what we did, what have we achieved, and how this all happened. So those who are from non-CSIR family, for their curiosity, I'm just trying to put in brief history or information regarding CSIR-CIMFR. The first foundation stone was being laid on 17th November 1946 by Honorable Sri C.H. Bhabaji, Minister of Works, Mines and Power, interim national government. Those days, it was in 1946, pre-independence. And the building was inaugurated on 22nd of April 1950 by Dr. Rajendra Prasad ji, the first President of India, in the gracious presence of first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru ji, Nobel Laureate Sir C.V. Raman ji, and Dr. S.S. Santiswarup Bhatnagar ji, who is considered as father of the research laboratories in the country. So this was the August gathering who inaugurated the institution. It was the then CFRI which came in existence first at Digwari campus. And basically, the purpose of establishing CFRI was to convert coal to coke so that we could fuel in the steel industry, as well as all the byproducts of coal had to be utilized. So a process had to be developed, research was required to be conducted so that all byproducts of coal could be recovered and utilized for the benefit of the society. And apart from this, they had a vision of washing of the coal as the ash percentage was high. That was the purpose with which CFRI was established in. And if you look in the country, all washeries, the flow sheets, the circuits have been provided by CFRI. That is what our contribution had been. All carbonization, coal carbonization, group has tremendously, contributed in the development of the country and society. The indigenous first ever indigenous cooking coal or the non-recovery type coke oven has been developed and transferred to the industry, first ever in the country by CSIR-CIMFR in the last, I think, 2 years we have done. That is what is our contribution so far as CFRI is concerned. Then if you look the contribution in terms of clean coal technology, CFRI has provided or has developed the indigenous gasification plant, which is running. The pellet plant is running well. We have optimized all the operations, all the parameters, and we are ready to transfer it to the industry. We are working towards development of a pilot plant, establishing a pilot plant for coal to methanol, which is again on the way. So far as bench scale study is concerned, we have optimized all the parameters. We have developed the indigenous CSIR catalyst, indigenous technology we have developed, and we are ready to transfer it to the industry. Apart from that, coal to liquid we have already established, we have developed, demonstrated, and coal to hydrogen is another one on which we are working on. Then subsequently, it is about the CFRI, which was established in 1946, and then subsequently, based on the recommendations of Planning Commission, a joint committee was constituted for mining research station under CSIR with the support and collaboration of Coal Board and Ministry of Production to establish a lab for mining research in the country. And with this background, CMRS was established on 10th May 1956, which was exclusively dedicated for research in mining and allied areas. Then in the year 2007, on 2nd of April 2007, Government of India decided that both the institutes need to be merged together because their mandate was similar. It was more or so on coal and energy. And so the CSIR came into existence on 2nd April 2007. During these years, around more than 200 industries have been benefited with the technologies developed by CSIR-CIMFR. They are our partners. If you visit any of the metro tunnel, there are footprints of CSIR-CIMFR. If you happen to visit any of the mine, you can see in terms of the panel design, in terms of stope design, in terms of stability analysis, the footprints of CSIR-CIMFR can be seen at every mine, let it be metalliferous mine or a coal mine. When you visit a big project on which we are working on is Mumbai Airport project, wherein whenever you will be landing on Mumbai Airport, Navi Mumbai Airport, you will see the footprints of CSIR-CIMFR. The strategic projects of DRDO, we are very closely working with them. We are working with Indian Army, we are working with Indian Navy, and all public sector units which are involved with mining, fuel sciences, and infrastructure sector. Almost all the permitted explosives in the country have got graduated from CSIR-CIMFR. They got in a certificate as we get in, while doing the graduation, we get a certificate and then the graduation is completed. Similarly, all permitted explosives being manufactured in the country have been graduated from CSIR-CIMFR. All permitted detonators have been graduated from CSIR-CIMFR. And all washeries, coke oven plants which have been established in the country, you can see the footprints of CSIR-CIMFR. Apart from this, the high wall mining, which is upcoming in the country whenever we do reach to the boundary of open pit mine or a surface mine, all high wall mining has been designed and executed. We do provide, or we are the knowledge partner, and we are providing service to the mining industry in terms of designing the high wall, in terms of designing the CM panels. All CM panels, you can see the footprints of CSIR-CIMFR, all longwall mine in the country. And if you look back, our contribution, the pillar design, which is the formula which is used for pillar designing, not only in country, but globally, had been provided by CSIR-CIMFR. Thick seam mining, Dr. T.N. Singh is there with us, who was stalwart and who did a lot in terms of thick seam mining in the country. In terms of paste fill technology, we are providing our services, our technology to metalliferous sector, as well as first ever we are going to do in coal. We have got large R&D project where we are going in to implement this technology so that we in future will be in a position to extract the underground coal which are blocked in below the habitation. We will be in a position to do the mining. The RMR, rock mass classification system, was developed and implemented and being used for coal as well as metalliferous sector. The caving index, and so the list is a long list which I don't want to wish. Otherwise, probably I'll be boring. But before concluding my welcome talk, I'm extremely thankful to our Honorable Director General GSI, who apart from his very, very busy schedule, he was in Delhi and then he had to come to Kolkata and immediately had to rush to Dhanbad out of his extremely busy schedule. He took off his time and he is spending his time. So we are sincerely thankful to you, sir, for blessing us and supporting us and guiding us. Thank you very much, sir, for being here with us. We are also thankful to Sri Samiran Datta Saab. Both, as I stated, both are stalwarts in their own field, who, apart from his very busy schedule, he agreed. He had very pressing, engagement, but he stated that, no, I will definitely be there. So we are thankful to you, sir. And I welcome both of you in the premises of CSIR-CIMFR. आपके आने से, आपके पदार्पण से हम गौरवान्वित और सौभाग्यवान अपने आप को महसूस कर रहे हैं. आप लोगों, आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर. और इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ जय हिंद, जय सिम्फर. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
धन्यवाद सर. आपने सिम्फर की उपलब्धियों पर प्रकाश डाला और अपने अपने प्रेरक शब्दों से हमें उत्साहित किया. आपके शब्दों ने न केवल हमें प्रबुद्ध किया है, बल्कि हम सभी के बीच उद्देश्य और प्रतिबद्धता की एक नई भावना पैदा की है। थैंक यू सो मच सर। We have arranged 2 videos for all of you here. We'll be playing that.
Sorry, we have a small video. Those who are from not from CSIR family, for them a very small video to see the history of the institution.
प्रकृति ने झारखंड राज्य को अनुपम सौंदर्य के साथ साथ बहुमूल्य खनिज संपदा से परिपूर्ण होने का भी अखंड सौभाग्य प्रदान किया है। इन खनिज संपदाओं के समुचित उपयोग हेतु तत्कालीन प्रमुख दूरदर्शी विचारकों ने झारखंड स्थित धनबाद में 2 CSIR संस्थानों को स्थापित करने का निर्णय लिया। केंद्रीय ईंधन अनुसंधान संस्थान की आधारशिला अंतरिम राष्ट्रीय सरकार के तत्कालीन माननीय मंत्री श्री CH भाभा कार्य खनन तथा विद्युत विभाग द्वारा 17 नवंबर 1946 को रखी गई थी। तदुपरांत भारत के प्रथम राष्ट्रपति डॉक्टर राजेंद्र प्रसाद के कर कमलों द्वारा डिगवाडीह धनबाद में 22 अप्रैल 1950 को संस्थान के भवन का उद्घाटन किया गया। इस गौरवमय क्षण में माननीय राष्ट्रपति जी के साथ भारत के प्रथम प्रधानमंत्री माननीय पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू, नोबेल पुरस्कार विजेता सर CV रमन, डॉक्टर मेघनाथ साहा, CSIR के पहले निदेशक डॉक्टर शांति स्वरूप भटनागर एवं अनेकों प्रतिष्ठित अतिथिगण उपस्थित थे। डॉक्टर राजेंद्र प्रसाद जी ने अपने उद्बोधन में इस प्रयोगशाला की महत्ता पर बल देते हुए अधिक से अधिक कोयले को वैज्ञानिक पद्धति से कोक में परिवर्तित करने हेतु आह्वान किया। उन्होंने बताया कि ऐसा करने से कोयले के सभी उत्पादों का समुचित उपयोग हो पाएगा तथा इससे ईंधन उद्योगों और अंततः देश के विकास में सहयोग मिलेगा। तत्कालीन प्रधानमंत्री पंडित नेहरू ने उद्घाटन संबोधन में अनुसंधान के लिए एक सुव्यवस्थित संस्थान की आवश्यकता पर बल देते हुए कहा कि मानव ही है जो विज्ञान का प्रयोग और उपयोग करता है, ईंट और कंक्रीट नहीं, परंतु आधुनिक उपकरणों से युक्त सुंदर कार्यस्थल निश्चित तौर पर विज्ञान को नए आयाम देने में महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाते हैं। अतः विज्ञान की प्रगति हेतु आधुनिक प्रयोगशाला धनबाद में निर्मित करने का निर्णय लिया गया। खनन एवं संरचना संबंधी क्षेत्रों में अनुसंधान और विकास द्वारा सहयोग प्रदान करने हेतु 10 मई 1956 को केंद्रीय खनन अनुसंधान केंद्र की स्थापना की गई और धनबाद में एक नए परिसर में कार्य प्रारंभ किया गया। CSIR के 2 प्रमुख संस्थानों CFRI एवं CMRI की मूलभूत क्षमताओं को एकीकृत करते हुए 2 अप्रैल 2007 को CSIR केंद्रीय खनन एवं ईंधन अनुसंधान संस्थान CSIR-CIMFR का गठन किया गया ताकि अन्वेषण, खनन, उपयोगिता और पर्यावरण को सम्मिलित करते हुए संपूर्ण कोयला आधारित ऊर्जा श्रृंखला के लिए अनुसंधान एवं विकास के माध्यम से सहयोग प्रदान किया जा सके।
The establishment of CSIR-Central Institute of Mining and Fuel Research took place following the amalgamation of the central expertise of both the Central Fuel Research Institute and the Central Mining Research Institute, along with their regional centers situated in Nagpur, Bilaspur, Roorkee, Ranchi, and Raniganj. CSIR-Central Institute of Mining and Fuel Research has concentrated its R&D endeavors on the subsequent focal areas, namely clean coal technologies and uses of transformed version of coal with syngas, methanol, liquid petrol results in minimal carbon emission. CSIR-CIMFR has developed and installed an indigenous 1.5 TPD oxyblown PFBG pilot plant and established gasification of high ash Indian coal under the aegis of Niti Aayog. The syngas generated from PFBG pilot plant is suitable for various downstream applications. Further, to generate the methanol from syngas, the institute has achieved expertise in the area of catalysts and process development at bench scale level for downstream modules including syngas microcleaning, water gas shift reaction, CO2 capture, and syngas to methanol, and other chemicals. Conversion of inferior coal to high-energy coal coke through beneficiation by recovery of carbon values from carbonaceous and washery tailings and reducing the environmental pollution by treating the coal slurry tailings by beneficiation and creating value-added product. Developed cost-effective technologies to make domestic coal useful to steel plants. In this direction, the institute has developed a non-recovery type heat recovery coke making technology with stamp charging and coke quenching which can accommodate Indian coals with inferior coking properties. The technology has been commercialized and transferred to Kudremukh Iron Ore Company Limited, Mangalore for 0.18 NTPA coke production, and institute is also getting royalty. The technology has also been transferred to 20 more different companies in last 2 years. Several indigenous guidelines, norms, formulations, mining methods developed by the institute are being widely used by the Indian mining industry for the underground extraction of coal and metalliferous deposits under different geomining conditions to increase production, productivity and safety of underground mines. Study is being carried out for development of coal mine methane resource, methane emission inventory and emission factor for coal mine and oil and gas sector. The development of infrastructure sector is considered as a precursor in boosting the economy of a country. Accordingly, the institute has developed a specialized controlled blasting technique for safe and efficient rock excavation works in metro rail projects, highways, railways, hydraulic tunnels and land development for construction of airports. The developed technique is capable of dealing with many site-specific constraints such as blasting in the close proximity to the house's structures, blasting for slope stabilization, directional controlled blasting with minimal blasting hazards. The strategically important border roads of the Indochina and Indo-Pak borders in ecologically fragile hilly terrain have been completed with a faster and safer way with the intervention of CSIR-CIMFR developed controlled blasting techniques, which has been acknowledged by the Border Roads Organization. Waste to wealth creation by utilizing mill tailing and slag for paste backfilling in underground metalliferous mines, it would be great benefit to the entire mining, mineral processing and metallurgical industries.
I hope you found the video very informative and useful. Now moving ahead in the program, in the halls of welcome, distinguished and bright, guests of honor in your radiant light. With hearts aglow, we extend our cheer to voices of wisdom drawing near. With this, let me invite Dr. J.K. Pandey to give a brief introduction of our distinguished guest for today, Sri Samiran Datta, Chairman cum Managing Director, BCCL.
Thank you very much, Anjali. Good morning to everyone present. It's my pleasure to introduce three distinguished guest for the today's function, Sri Samiran Datta ji, who has graciously accepted our invitation to join us. He is a highly accomplished individual in the coal industry. He has started his journey through coal industry in August 88 by joining Bharat Coking Coal Limited. Afterward, he was transferred to Coal India Limited in 1990, where he served in different capacities. Sri Datta took over a charge of Director Finance of BCCL in 2019 and subsequently in 2021, due to his vast experience and expertise, he has been bestowed with the charge of Chairman cum Managing Director of Bharat Coking Coal Limited. Throughout his career, he took several important measures and decisions to improve the coal industry's policy and business. During his tenure as Director of Finance, he instrumentalized the capital restructuring of BCCL by converting preference share into equity. This resulted in strengthening the balance sheet and also improvement of the prospect of BCCL to become the dividend-paying subsidiary in CIL. He has also instrumentalized the uniform accounting policy for CIL and its subsidiaries. During his postings at CIL, he also acted as a nodal officer for a smooth implementation and transition to GST. BCCL is achieving new heights under his leadership. It is worthwhile to mention here that during his leadership, BCCL has registered the highest growth among all subsidiaries of CIL. Let's give a big round of applause to welcome our distinguished guest of today's function, Sri Samiran Dattaji, for his blessings.
Pandaji. Good morning and Johar. Seated on the dais, Chief Guest Sri Janardhan Prasad Ji, Director General GSI, Sri Professor Arvind Kumar Misra Saab, Director CSIR-CIMFR, Dr. Pradeep Kumar Banerjee, Scientist CSIR-CIMFR, Dr. Jai Krishna Pandey, Scientist CSIR-CIMFR, respected madams, distinguished ladies and gentlemen seated off the dais. It's indeed a great pleasure and my privilege to be here before you on this auspicious 77th Foundation Day of CSIR-CIMFR, 17th today, 17th November 2023. When I was actually going through these very wonderful videos and also hearing out to Professor Misra, I can tell you that I am the odd man out. What an accountant is doing amongst all so many distinguished scientists. But that's the privilege that I feel to have, that I am there to listen to you basically, but also to some extent share my thoughts. I have always wondered, what is research? When a child is born, he constantly goes on searching. So how does it become a research? So what are those fundamental differences? Searching is inherent with any human, inherent with any life, we can say. Even an ant, when it is always searching. It's always searching for something. Research is, to my mind, when we harness that search into a meaningful way, meaningful process, and on a sustainable basis. And of course, how I relate my profession with you scientists, I say it has to be economical. Today, India is looking to be the one of the superpowers, and it is already so, almost. It is the 5th largest economy, you know. We are having taglines, and we are implementing Atmanirbharta, Make in India. All this basically will require a very, very strong fillip as far as research is concerned, and that too economically. We have tested the first success, if you so say. When this Chandrayaan took place, it was not only that India landed in the North Pole for the first time, where never had treated earlier, no country had treated earlier, but it has been touted as the most economical ever lunar research or landing, you can say. And that's why NASA is also now in collaboration with ISRO. So what makes India and organizations like yours very, very important, that you are doing something at a much lower per capita investment and cost. That distinguishes these sort of distinguished and esteemed organizations like yours. There is a lot of ways still to go. You have mentioned many already many scientific endeavors that you are already making, and there has to be many more collaborations between the coal industry and CIMFR. CIMFR is one of those revered institute for which Dhanbad is known world over. Dhanbad is known over India. In Dhanbad, CIMFR is there, ISM is there, and so is BCCL. Now, we know, as far as coking coal is concerned, India is deficient in good quality coking coal. It requires beneficiation to be absolutely supplying the required quality of coal for the steel manufacturing. In beneficiation, we are using water. So far, mostly the beneficiation takes place through washing. But we have to stress beneficiation without water also. And that has to be cost effective and also qualitatively effective. This is one aspect where we would like to have more participation from CIMFR. Similarly, if we say we have 14 billion ton of resources in as far as coking coal is concerned in Dhanbad and adjoining places, at least 2 to 3 million ton, a very high percentage, is still embedded in those pillars in the developed galleries. So we have to find out means how we can separate them, and that too cost effectively. I have been told, in fact, a team from ISM is also working on it. Professor Dhiraj is there. He is also working on those things. That there are immense prospect for rare earths and critical minerals in Dhanbad, particularly in dikes and sills. We are having a chat today morning also. Now, these are immensely important for the development of India. So you, as an organization, have immense potential as well as responsibility to foster the growth of India. And I'm very sure the way CIMFR is working under Professor Mistra's leadership, and of course with the blessings of institutions like GSI, that it will soon come out with flying colors in these researches. As we celebrate this milestone of 77th Foundation Day, that's why imperative to acknowledge CIMFR's unwavering dedication to develop mineral-based industries. The laboratory's relentless pursuit to aim for these achievements, not only to meet but exceed target production, ensuring our nation's energy security and fostering robust economic growth, is acknowledged by all. Our collaboration with CSIR, when I mean our collaboration, it is Pan Coal India, is deeply engaged with CIMFR, I would say. And that includes leveraging the state-of-the-art technologies like alternative use of coal, clean coal technology, development of digital mine using IoT, Internet of Things, using ultrasonic guided waves for assessing in situ rock bolting for mine safety in underground mines, use of drone, other innovative technology for identifying active illegal mining sites on real-time basis, and so on. As we navigate the intricate balance between economic feasibility and environmental responsibility, this partnership, I would say, is a beacon of hope in reducing the coal imports. In India's budget, a very substantial amount is drained, I would say, through imports of coking coal. As I've already mentioned, that coking coal imports, we are deficient as far as quality coking coal is concerned, and the total expenditure was more than 70,000 crore, or which turns into about more than 50 million tons of coking coal that is imported. So we'll have to reduce that through better technology and better innovative methods. The R&D expenditure in any developing nation, and particularly for a country like India, which is aiming to be a superpower by 2047, or by 2070 we are wanting to be net zero, the R&D expenditure has to increase. And already informally, like CSR expenditure, every company is mandated to have a certain percentage of its earnings for R&D. But in my opinion, there has to be some sort of regulations or some sort of, I would say, imperatives to actually for every corporate to invest more in R&Ds. And where China today treats in the back of it, R&D was a major force behind that. So India also would require more investment in R&Ds. And we are seeing that international investments in India are also occurring for R&Ds today. CIMFR is an important organization which may in fact guide us for diversification in energy and mineral sector by developing technologies, innovations, and in this R&D field. In the pursuit of progress, CIMFR adheres to high standards of safety. That is also one aspect. In fact, for our this Dhanbad, as we all know, is fraught with subsidence as well as in fire. We had also sought help from CIMFR in making the audit of safety as far as these fire-prone areas are concerned. I'm very thankful to CIMFR that a wonderful report that they had submitted. In fact, a few years back, we had noticed that there were so many casualties as far as dealing with this fire was concerned, because we constantly need to mine out of fire. So we thought it requires a special kind of audit, and who else other than CIMFR can do this? We are thankful to CIMFR that they have given a very wonderful report on which we are working. For a cleaner environment, CIMFR is also working, and we know the global call on this cleaner environment, clean technology. So a lot of work has to be done in that field also. Without extending my speech for a longish way, and since we will all like to hear from our chief guest, who is a doyen in this field, I would say, I again extend uh, my warm congratulations as well as all the best wishes to all the scientists and whoever present in this hall on this auspicious day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry to interrupt. As stated by honorable guest Sri Samiran Dattaji, we have, just for your information, sir, we have very recently received a R&D project from Ministry of Steel on coal beneficiation by hybrid mode. That is dry beneficiation and wet beneficiation. So already we have got in, and we'll be approaching you. The partner is Tata Steel, and we'll be approaching you as well, so that we get in some coal from you, and then we'll be coming out with the results. Thank you, sir.
Moving ahead, and let me thank Sir Datta sir, for his thought-provoking speech, and he's drew our attention towards critical minerals and rare earth minerals, for which our country is 100% import dependent. And we really sincerely will think of R&D in that field. Stars in our gathering, your presence divine, a constellation of brilliance in every line. With grace and honor, you have found your way to join us here in the light of today. Talking of stars, it gives me great pleasure to again invite Dr. Jayakrishna Pandey to introduce our esteemed chief guest for the event, Sri Janardhan Prasad, Director General, Geological Survey of India. Sir, please.
Thank you very much, Anjali. Very good afternoon to all of you once again. I am highly honored and privileged to have this opportunity to introduce our chief guest for today's function, Sri Janardhan Prasad Ji, Director General of Geological Survey of India. He has an accomplished career after graduating after MSc from Patna University. He joined Geological Survey of India as geologist in 1988. He served in various places, almost all places in the country during his vast career of about 35 years. Sri Prasad Ji has a vast experience in metallurgy and mineral exploration studies, with his course of international and national peer-reviewed publications to his credit. He carried out extensive mineral exploration work in Saurashtra and other areas of Gujarat in commodities like limestone, gold, base metal, PG, and bauxite. Furthermore, he was part of Justice M.B. Shah Commission, which investigated illegal mining of iron and manganese in Andhra Pradesh, Goa, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Chhattisgarh, and Odisha, which led to a very important verdict leading to recovery of crores of money in terms of revenue to these states. His impeccable techno-administrative skill helped GSI Southern region to hand over 34 G2 and G3 stage and 76 G4 stage potential blocks to state governments. Ministry of Mines nominated him a member of Indian delegation to Geneva, Switzerland, for participation in 18th annual general meeting of Intergovernmental Forum during 7th to 10th December 10th to 7th November 2022 because of his vast experience in mineral exploration. With these few words, I request all of you to welcome Sri Janardhan Prasad ji for his valuable and chief guest address. Thank you.
Good morning, respected Professor Arvind Kumar Misra ji, Director CSIR, Sri Samiran Datta, Chairman cum Managing Director, BCCL, Retired Director CSIR, Singh Saab, Mr. Banerjee, Mr. Pandey, and distinguished guest and employee of CSIR. Sir, I feel deeply honored to have been invited as a chief guest in CSIR on the 77th Foundation Day celebration of this great research organization. It is indeed a pleasure to join the distinguished scientists, researchers, and administrators who have kindly graced the occasion to celebrate the auspicious day. I congratulate the employee of CSIR on their profound achievement of the bringing the organization thus far from the modest beginning to one of the remarkable national importance and repute. I also take this opportunity to remember visionaries and statesmen who founded this organization and showed us the dream of self-reliance India. I feel humbled and overwhelmed for their foresight, dynamic and determination, and express my heartfelt gratitude to these great men of yesterdays on behalf of the Geological Survey of India. As you all aware that CSIR has host highly accomplished and experienced scientists and engineer in the field of mining, chemical and mechanical engineering, metallurgy, geoscience, and chemistry who are involved in diverse research in coal mining, coal-based energy chain exploration for their mineral, as well as in the hydel and civil infrastructure project, and in efficient and innovative mining techniques. The institute is committed to work for the country's energy, security, and growth with its on high standards, safety, productivity, and cleaner environment. I am tempted to talk about the long-standing relation between these two great, unique institutions of Government of India. As you all know, that GSI has just started its journey by exploration of coal for railway and their ships, British ship. And CSIR has helped us in analyzing all our coal sample. We have so many sophisticated instruments to our in GSI, but still we are dependent on analysis of our coal sample on CSIR only. So such a trust we have with you, sir, and thanks to all of you for analyzing our coal samples. Sir, as you all know, this organization having the resources of capability to carry out the proximate, ultimate, and special analysis of coal in India. Geological Survey of India, on the other hand, being solely responsible for exploration of particularly all coal resources of the India, and that way doing the great service to the energy sector for a long time, and has been getting all their coal analysis as I have already mentioned. Then there is another 150 million tons of indicated reserve awaiting upgradation for power energy. Further, CSIR is much into the green and low carbon technology research on the soft coke, fly ash, coal gasification, coal liquefaction, etc., which are useful for GSI also. GSI is investigating heavily on the shale gas and CBM for its quite some more times because of the changing priority of the international commitment of the government of India. This is to admit here that for the special analysis necessary for the shale gas and CBM, vice fraction analysis, observational isotope analysis, rock level pyrolysis analysis, pore system analysis, etc. GSI depends on solely on the CIMFRs. GSI also had in the recent past carried the collaboration research and with CIMFR in this line, which has shown immense promise. It is necessary that these two organizations continue to join hands together through the institutional MAU for long-term partnership and collaboration in the green energy and low carbon research. There is indeed a long list of the studies common interest, as both organizations are making foray into the newer area of research in pursuit of the achieving NDC and net zero target of the government. I sincerely hope that intellectuals exchange and collective work will go a long way to find out the meaningful solution that best suit for the sustainable growth of the country and bring about the great changes in the people's life without disrupting the harmony between the man and nature. As you all know, that since inception of the GSI, I would like to inform this House that we have completed our systematic mapping, that is 1:50,000 of the whole country. In some of the part, we have also completed the specialized thematic mapping 1:50,000, larger scale. Then coming to the NGCM, National Geochemical Mapping Program. I would like to inform this House that, sir, we have completed this NGCM except Indo-Gangetic and Thar Desert. And that research, that work has helped us in formulation of the item on critical and especially critical mineral, especially RE and battery mineral. Every year, we are formulating more than 150 items on critical and battery mineral. Now coming to the NGPM. This is also our program to complete whole country. There's a national geophysical mapping that will be also completed by 26-27, in which we are collecting 200 sample in each topography, mainly magnetic and gravity data. That will be completed by 27-28. Coming to the national aerogeophysical mapping. Already we have completed in 5 blocks, mainly in the OGP area, but our target is that we will be completing the NAGPM, National Aerogeophysical Mapping of whole country. Then in some of the block of the NAGPM, we have also completed the helibone survey for closure space sampling for gravity and magnetic data. Coming to our marine research work. Sir, I would like to inform this House that we have completed bathymetric and mapping in exclusive economic zone of our country. That area includes 20,42,057 square kilometer area. That has been completed. And on the basis of that, we have delineated some 5,89,000 square kilometer area, obvious potential for lime mud, heavy mineral, polymetallic nodules, and construction sand. In this area also, by 24-25, we will be completing the mineral exploration in this area also. In the coming days, we are also going to auction it at least 20 to 30 blocks of offshore mineral block for lime mud, construction sand, polymetallic noodles, and heavy minerals. Sufficient data are available on our GSI portal, and in coming months, again, we are going to inaugurate one of our website that is called National Geoscience Data Repository. All the data will be available within that portal, and that will be available for everybody. Still, we have all the data are in our OCB, and that are available. So it is my humble request to all of the scientists, kindly download the data, do the research work and R&D. As you all know, sir, you are a fuel research organization. And now the definition of fuel has changed a lot. That has added the green energy. For green energy, basically we require lithium, cobalt, nickel, and copper. We are wholly dependent for cobalt, 100% import, lithium, 100% import. But I would like to inform this house that, sir, we have sufficient deposit of RE mineral and even battery mineral also. But unfortunately, till date, we are unable to extract it, the lithium and all. So it will be request to the CIMFR to kindly do a R&D work on extraction of the critical minerals. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Mr. Attaf. Thank you very much.
धन्यवाद महोदय आपके प्रेरक शब्दों के लिए। आपके शब्दों ने उपस्थित सभी सदस्यों को गहराई से प्रभावित किया है और एक नया दृष्टिकोण प्रदान किया है।
Sorry for interruption. Thank you very much, sir. डीजी साहब को मैं आश्वासन देता हूँ, सबसे पहले तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कि उन्होंने एक GSI which is the economy of the country is dependent on GSI as all mineral deposits cool, and now the critical minerals RE all repository is with GSI. It is GSI who is providing the information, and then rest of the economy is moving on. So सबसे पहले तो आपको धन्यवाद सर जो आपने एक प्रस्ताव दिया है MOU का. Very shortly, within a month, we'll be doing that, and we'll be working very closely with GSI in all the areas which you have suggested. Thank you very much, sir.
Now it is time to honor our guests. I would request our director, sir, to honor our guests as a token of our appreciation. We would like to present them with shawl and memento as a small gesture of our gratitude. These shawls and memento symbolize our deep respect and admiration for our distinguished guests, and we hope that they will cherish them as a reminder of their visit today. Next up, Mr. Datta, sir, please come on stage up front. Also, I would request First Lady CIMFR Mrs. Mishra Madam to honor DG Madam Mrs. Prasad with shawl and memento as a token of our love and respect. We have reached to the closure of the program. An event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheels start rolling weeks ago. It requires planning and a bird's eye for details. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very proactive and dedicated staff of our institution who are well versed in their job. To felicitate them, I would like to invite Dr. P.K. Banerjee, sir, to kindly deliver the vote of thanks. Sir.
Thank you. Very good afternoon. Custodian of mineral resource in our country, and of course, Director General of GSI, Sri Janardhan Prasad Saab, custodian of coking coal in the country, and CMD of BCCL, Sri Samiran Datta Saab, Professor A.K. Mishra, our director, my colleague on the dais, Dr. J.K. Pandey, dignitaries of the dais, Dr. Tien Singh, Professor Dheeraj Kumar, Madam Prasad, Madam Mishra. I see many of my senior colleagues, and of course, all the invited guests, and my colleagues who are here in the auditorium and also online. There are a large number of participants are online from different centers. Very good afternoon. It's indeed my proud privilege on behalf of CIMFR to thank all who have contributed, to make this event very, very memorable and successful. But before that, to start with, let me thank those visionary leaders, who thought of making this institute in the thick jungle, I should say, thick jungle surrounded by coal mines in 1946, to have an institute of this kind of repute. Our founders, those visionary leaders, our gratitudes, respect to all of them. I must thank Prasad Saab, already mentioned by our director Saab, that how much trouble he has taken. Fly from Delhi and then from Calcutta on road. These days, road journey is not so easy between Calcutta and Dhanbad. Sir, we are really very, very thankful for your presence. We are motivated. When we talk about this institute, this is a very unique institute. We give the complete solutions from mines to market. We give the solutions for the complete energy coal value chain. And everything starts with exploration. And therefore, if we have on this Founders Day celebration, I should say it's a birthday celebration of this institute. On this special birthday celebration, if we have person who is responsible for our all kind of exploration and identifying resources of the country, we really feel delighted and we feel motivated, sir. You have really updated with so much of work done by GSI for mapping minerals across the country in a different terrains and every places. And you have offered that those data are now available to all of us in the website of DSI. That's a challenge to the scientists to tap those data and go for analytics, data analytics, and all those advanced technique to extract insights which can be useful to the end customers. Sir, we take this challenge. I'm sure our colleagues will definitely work towards that. Your focus on critical minerals today, I could sense from the previous night itself, all the time when we are talking, this is the subject coming for discussion. We have started, but I'll say not in a very big way, but we'll push that initiative towards critical minerals, especially extraction of those minerals, because a lot of reserves, you already mentioned the reserves are there, but we need the technology to extract economically. So surely we'll work towards that. So thank you, sir, for your presence and those points. Let me thank now our distinguished guest, Samiran Datta Saab. I already mentioned he's the custodian of coking coals in the country. And he has also mentioned 50 million tons coking coal is imported today. And I think one of the national agenda is how we can have more and more indigenous coal for the steel industries. Surely that's something, an opportunity for CIMFR. In fact, I must say, sir, when I come out of the Guwahati campus, I always see the BCCL all around me. It's like, CIMFR is a captive research institute of BCCL. And you have offered actually, so much of opportunities for collaborations. I'm sure we will grab those opportunities. We are going to do that. In fact, already mentioned, there is always little bit of CIMFR in all your coal washeries. That is already done, but then that's the beginning. I must say that there will be little bit of CIMFR to enhance your yield, improve quality in all your washeries. We'll work towards that, whether it's dry beneficiations or other technologies. But the message which you have given as a financial expert, the economics, whatever research you do, at the end, it must be economically viable. CIMFR is very much aware of that. Whatever we do, we always bring with a techno-economic evaluation at the end. Sir, we'll address those issues, whatever challenges you have said, including even the critical minerals we are talking about. We have explored in some of the overburdens, there are critical minerals. So possibly that will be a very, very good opportunity for all of us. Of course, the mining safety and all those are our forte. We work towards that. We'll work together and we'll address those issues. So thank you very much, sir. In spite of your very busy schedule, you are here. Let me also thank our director. He leads from front. He always say, when there is a difficulty, koi baat nahi, ho jayega, we'll do it. Sir, your positivity is always inspiration. We'll do it. Thank you, sir, for continuous guidance to this team. I must also thank this organizing committee. In a very short notice, I have seen that the way they have organized everything, whether it's IT facilities or admin related, procurement related, finance related, there are multiple catering. There are so many things. I know there are background the people have worked. Thank you very much. All our invited guests, when you come and sit on the front row, we feel motivated. Dr. Tien Singh, you have taken time. We are really, we are. This is, I said, it's a birthday for us. So in that celebration, we want all the persons who have guided in the past. So, sir, thank you very much for coming. Thank you, Professor Deros Kumar sir. You're always with us. I have seen that you never miss us. So thank you very much. Please continue to guide us. Madam Prasad, Madam Minister, you are part of us, we feel, and thank you very much for your gracious presence here. We all really delighted to see all of you. And finally, generally I do at the beginning, all the participants, Thank you so much, because you have, the whole function is successful because you are here. You are listening to that, and most important, the message which has been conveyed, it is you will take it forward. So thank you very much for your presence, both who are here and also. So many of my colleagues are also offline. They are sitting in different conference room and all. They are attending. Thank you very much. Hope you are listening to me, and thank you. I also like to thank many of our guests coming from different institutes and other places. Yes, of course, we want more and more participants, and many stakeholders are there from different organizations. So from BCCL, of course, they are done GSI and other institutes. Thank you very much for your presence, and we look forward to collaborate in the future. So with that, once again, thank you very much. Thanks. Oh yeah, press. I thought I was looking for press. Actually, I didn't find anybody from press on the right side. Sorry, I just missed you. I was looking in the front row most of the time. You're here, but then I said that if I say that press and there is nobody from press, and that doesn't look good. Sorry, I missed that one. You are the persons who highlight our achievements, our things to the people, because there is a huge stakeholders for whom we work, and it is through you our message goes. Thank you very much for your presence. I'm sure we'll get continuous support from you in the future also. Thank you very much.
धन्यवाद महोदय आपका। इस कार्यक्रम को सफल बनाने में आपकी सहभागिता एवं आपका मार्गदर्शन अत्यंत सराहनीय है। धन्यवाद। अभी आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि राष्ट्रगान हेतु अपने अपने सीट से खड़े हो जाएं। With that, we come to the closure of the program. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us here. Announce कर दे रहे।
Yes.
हाँ कर दे रहे हैं सर। आप सभी से आग्रह है कि अल्पाहार की व्यवस्था सभागार के बाहर की गई है, आप वहां से ले सकते हैं। और one more announcement for CIMFR retirees and external guests from BCCL, SAIL, etc. Please join us for lunch at CSIR-CIMFR guest house.